yourself. No matter where you are, no matter who the opponent is, no matter who it is. It don't even have to be boxing. It can be just this, what you're doing. Like, just being, you can have a regular job. You always want to be the best. My first job was working at Burger King. And the thing about it, although it was a low-paying job, but I made sure I was the best worker there. Anything I do, I want to be the best at what I do. And I show it each and every time in the ring. So now I am 40 and over, 39K old.
Did you catch a second win?
Well, I wasn't never tired. I was pacing myself. I don't make excuses. I could have made excuses. I caught a cold in camp and stuff like that. That's why I lost so much weight. But I didn't want to make excuses. I didn't want to, I feel when people make excuses early on, they already looking for a way out. So when they lose, they say, he was sick and stuff. But I didn't want to do that, and I just showed that I had the heart.
Deontay, Aaron saw such good news. Are you going to call out Anthony Joshua? Do you want him next?
How many times do I have to call him out? How many times? They hide it, his promoter don't want that fight, and after tonight, they definitely ain't gonna want it. But it's gonna be up to you guys. It's gonna be up to the fans. I've done enough. I've spoken enough. I really don't even want to talk about the dude no more because I've said all I had to say. And after tonight, I don't need to say no more. All I want to do is prove to the world that I am the best. I'm the baddest man on the planet. And hey, whenever they ready, we'll be ready. They talking about calling them. How many times we gotta call them? All you gotta do is pick up the phone.
Deontay, congratulations on a big win. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Something you said before the fight, something you said after the fight. In the 7th round, when you're in trouble, how important was that belief to your victory?
It was very important. It's just like I said before, I can't be speaking things and not follow what I say, then I'd be contradicting myself. And then how could people believe in anything that I put out there if I don't do it if I don't follow behind what I say, I want people to be able to empower their minds. I want people to be able to have confidence in themselves. You don't need a room full of people to believe in you. All you need is yourself. All you need is yourself. You don't have to have a lot of people, because most of the time people will let you down. Human will let you down, especially when you have family or friends or whatever. Most people are happy for you until you get to a certain point in your life, or when you start doing better than them, and then that's when that support, that's when that hate started to come in. But if you believe in yourself, you ain't got to worry about that. You'll tell the difference between who's for you, who's not, and that's when you can take that leap of faith and say, you know what, I know you ain't for me. And you just go forward with that. We too worried about what people may think of us. We too worried about what people may say about us. It's not about that. I always say if you took 6 months to worry about, you took 6 months to worry about yourself and 6 months to stay out of other folks' business. Shit, a whole year went by, you done focused on yourself. Look how far you can make it.
And quick follow-up. Last fight, 50 Cent walked you to the ring. This time, Lil Ken. How did you and Queen B get in contact for that to happen?
Well, again, my brother Manu Jones, man. Everybody call my brother now. That's how I build a relationship with these other peoples, which was a beautiful thing, because I feel everything I do now is gonna make history, and I made history with her tonight because it's never been a fighter to bring a female out. And I think she did a great job for what she did, and it's gonna be many more. Everybody want to do the walkout and stuff. I'm really not interested in people walking out and stuff like that, but I do believe in giving the opportunity. I do believe in, letting people be happy and do what they want to do. If that makes them happy, then I suck certain things up and say, what's up? Let's make it happen, because I can I don't even have to come out to no music, at all, because I'd be so into the zone. I'd be so focused. Man, it'd be a different person. Right now, I feel calm right now. Before, I was the bronze bomber. Now I'm Deontay Wilder. I can relax, I can laugh, I can be silly, and I can just live my life. I'm finna go home and lock myself in the house amongst my children and let them love all over me.
Deontay, Keith Ide from BoxingScene.com. Do you think all of what happened tonight will make Anthony Joshua want to fight you more or less?
I'll let you be the judge of that. I mean, even before I fought Louis Ortiz, it wasn't nobody. There wasn't nobody calling our phone. You know, his people came all the way to America, and I got my people on stage to be able to witness that. They came down here talking about other fighters. You know what I mean? They don't want this fight. Eddie Hearn is, you know, he having fun milking the cow, like I said. You know, I heard one person made a comment and said, well, he can milk me. You know, well, I ain't in the business of being milked. I'm in the business of looking to see I want to see who's the best. You know, it's good to make money and stuff like that, but how long are you going to cheat the people out of their money? How long are you going to be able to just sit around and just fight these guys that ain't even worthy of it? It's like, I got to go through so much just to get a fight. They tell me I need to do this, I need to do that. But what do these other guys have to do? You know, I have to raise a profile. I have to, man, so y'all know, y'all done heard this stuff. But what about these other guys? What do these other guys have to do? Why is it only me? You know, people be expecting so much of me. I have to look good in the ring. I have to fight the best, and I have to knock them out. And I have to win all the rounds. That's the situation that I'm in. But, you know, I don't pay attention to people. I don't worry about what they say about me, but you will watch me work in that ring. Like I said, there's no man that have stood in front of me that I haven't knocked out, and I'm going to continue my knockout spree. Other people may look at me and think about and see other things on the outside, but these fighters know when they get in the ring, it's going to be a fight.
Dan from ESPN, congratulations.
What's up, Dan?
Tremendous fight, but my question for you is, you a lot of talk about Anthony Joshua. My question is, on March 31st, are you going to be ringside in Cardiff, Wales to watch that fight? And if so, or even if you're not there, who do you want to win? Because maybe if Parker is the winner, maybe you'll have an easier time making a unification with him, since I know you want the belts not necessarily Joshua.
Well, unfortunately, Sky Sports definitely have hired me to come out and be a commentator, so I'm looking forward to coming to Cardiff. I've never been to Cardiff before, so I'm looking forward to making myself presence there and love on my fans. You know, I got a lot of fans in the UK, and as far as who winning, it doesn't matter who wins. Of course, everybody wants to see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, of course, and with Joseph Parker, I don't know. They say they want to fight, but they had the opportunity to fight me before. That's why they came to Alabama to the fight and stuff like that. But when I knock people out, people start to get indecisive of what they really want to do. You know, certain people say certain things for the media to entertain the crowd, to entertain the fans. But what I say, I really mean. Like I've said many times before, I only speak from my heart. You know, and my mouth is only the translator to what my heart is really saying. I have no filter. I'm gonna bring it to you raw. I'm gonna bring it to you uncut. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes I say certain things that may make people feel uncomfortable, but I'm a real champion. I'm the realest champion in the business. You know, sometimes that may mess up marketing or certain things that people are looking at you and stuff, but I'd rather be real with myself and to the people than being a fake person amongst the people just to get a little money out of their pocket. You know, my life is great. I got a beautiful family. I got beautiful children. I got a beautiful woman. You know, what more do I need? You know, money ain't everything. You know.
Two more questions.
One more follow-up for you, Deontay. You both are champions that have made multiple defenses. Your biggest win, obviously, was tonight against Ortiz by knockout. He's got the big win against Vladimir Klitschko that stands above all his other victories. Which do you think is the bigger win to the public? You knocking out King Kong or him knocking out a big name like Vladimir Klitschko?
I think me knocking out King Kong. You know, King Kong is undefeated. Vladimir was, you know, he'd been beat many times, and when he fought Joshua, he was already beaten. He wasn't a king, he was already dethroned. You know, we know that. He was coming out almost a 2-year layoff, you know, and really Joshua didn't win that fight. You know, Vladimir lost. You know, he lost that fight. He had 3 opportunities to get that guy out of there. But, you know, he made the wrong decisions at the wrong time, and it cost him, you know. But if you're looking at a guy, you're looking at the same fighter maybe a year or 2 years ago, that knew how to finish a fighter, then we wouldn't even be talking about this. You know, they still on their high horse about that win. But how can you really be on your high horse when somebody else already dethroned them? You know, and we already know who did that in Tyson Fury. So, you know, they can celebrate that only for so long. And I feel that with Ortiz, he got the better skills. He's definitely motivated to prove himself in this division. That's why it took him so long to get world title. Nobody wanted to fight this guy. Everybody ducked this guy. No, you know, you got promoters signing this man just to keep him away from fighters. Now we see it. It's just, I mean, enough of the bullshit. I'm sorry about the language, but it's just, like I said, I don't have a filter. I'm the realest. You know, once I unify the division, they can have all their belts back. I just want to prove a point to myself and to the world that I am the best in the world.
Final question.
Huh?
Final question.
Deontay, I'm right. Deontay, congratulations on winning a heck of a fight. Going with what happened in the 7th round, were there any concerns that the referee may stop the fight? And once you survived the 7th round, did you think you were winning the fight, or were you concerned that you were running out of time?
No, I didn't think the ref was going to stop the fight. I mean, when you got a contender and a champion, you let the fight continue. You know what I'm saying? You let people get their money worth. And I think the referee did a wonderful job that night. You know, I wasn't hurt. I was in a whirlwind. You know, I never thought Ortiz had power. I said that before. You know, he had me in that whirlwind. I was trying to get out of that tornado. I mean, he put a lot of punches combination together well. You know. And I told Ortiz that he's never been in a fight with a fighter like me. So confident, you know, with a natural killer instinct, with a mindset like mine. You know, I control my mind. You know, my mind is so strong. That's what meditation comes from. You know, it's a powerful exercise of exercising your mind. Like I said, I've fought him 100 times in my mind through meditations. So, you know, getting in that just proved, I'm glad I got into that situation because I showed people a lot that I can take a punch, that I can, you know, overcome adversity, you know, and now what else to be said? What you gonna keep saying that I'm sloppy, I'm windmilling? What's gonna be said, man? At the end of the day, styles make fights, and my style is what it is. I continue to prove to the people that I'm continuing to win. I'm gonna continue to knock these guys out with the style that I have. So people just gonna have to deal with what I got and just love on me as I love on you guys and entertain you guys and give you some of the best fights. Like I said, I took a stand and took a great risk with a small reward just to show you guys that I am the best. You know, because I consider Luis Ortiz the best, and it was an honor to get in the ring with him. You know. Like I said before, I wanted to give him that second opportunity because he had a daughter with a disability as well as my daughter with a disability. And I know how that feels to have, as a father, to have children that we love so much with a disability. So no matter what it was, I wanted to give him the opportunity so he could be able to support his family. Win, lose, or draw, man. You know, it was an amazing night. I respect him. I hope he still become prosperous in his career and still don't give up, no matter what the age is, because we'll probably never know. I wish him the best, though. I really do. He's a great guy. And sometime in boxing, we have to transform into this killer. You know, as you can see, I don't know. It's just, in boxing, when it's time to fight, I'm the bronze bundle. That's serious. Like, I don't care about nothing. I really try to hurt my guys, but then when it's over, I can love on my guys. I can show sportsmanship. You know, I can hug them and kiss them and say, "Great job, man. I appreciate you, King," and go on to the next one. That's what this sport all about. This is a beautiful sport. It'll never die. It'll be around for a long time, man, especially due to the support of you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for supporting this fight. It was a wonderful fight, man.
What I want to address and try and put to bed once and for all is this Joshua fallacy. The fallacy is that Deontay, in some fashion, is avoiding Joshua. I have a letter here that is dated November 29th. It was the evening of the day that I met with Eddie Hearn's father, Barry Hearn. He said at the meeting, I think we could do bigger business in Las Vegas because I could bring over 20,000 Brits who will spend more money just like they did for Ricky Hatton. I said, fine, put the numbers together, we're ready to make a deal. I got a letter, and I'll quote it from Eddie. Glad you had a good chin wag with the old man. You know that came from him. That's not language we speak here. I will get the respective P&Ls, profit and loss, to you this week for discussion, meaning what we would make in the UK, what we would make in Vegas. All the best, Eddie. That was November 29th. I have never heard from him since. Okay? The bottom line is, if someone wants a fight, it gets made. We have not begun negotiation with him. We are fine to fight in the UK. We are fine to fight in Vegas. In one of the more recent interviews with Eddie Hearn, why did you take such a risky fight? That's our business. You want to fight who you fight, fine. You want to try and dodge Deontay so you can pick up another payday? The fact is, if it was another sport like football, you'd have a Super Bowl and the #1 team would be there. If it was the World Series, if it was the NBA. Here you have one of the two best fighters in the world ready to fight. The dollars will get made if Joshua wants it. I know, no matter what is said, he doesn't want to fight now. Nothing to do with cowardice, nothing to do with anyone else. Deontay, he knows, is the only one who could beat him. He will fight when it's ready. Right now, he's dodging us. Thank you.
Thanks,